Mm. Come on, just hold. Okay. Hello? Am I here for real? Seems like I am. All right. Well, good enough. Mm. My posture's been getting worse and worse the more I've been out here. Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. Still waking up. I woke up like 10 minutes ago, so let me get warmed up here. Let me get situated.
Battle's going well. I've got some talented pilots here.
Stay in formation.
Coma Master 1. I think that's supposed to be Toyota reference. Yeah, well, he got my ass. Ooh.
I got eyes on pilot over here. Can't stay here.
Where the was that como se dice, was that a clone?
Incoming hostile pilot.
You're winning, team. Keep it up.
Yeah, we're winning by a lot, actually.
Keep moving forward.
Oh, I'm live. Let's go. Well, it's good to know, I guess.
job.
Oh, he was on top.
Great move. Now take it down. Stand by for Titanfall.
Not a lot of people in this lobby right now. Guess it is pretty late. Or early? Who knows?
They
I'll
don't
tell you
stand
what,
a chance. We're winning big
Titanfall
time.
is significantly less ping sensitive than Call of Duty is. The few times that I've hopped on World at War,
Friendly pilot has left.
I actually lag really bad despite me being physically closer to the server now.
Enemy pilot destroyed.
Yeah.
What a sharpshooter.
Upgrade core ready.
You know, I had just had such a brain fart. For whatever reason, I'm like, man, being in a Titan feels wrong. I'm so used to playing that one Pilot v Pilot glitch server that Titans on this map that don't feel right. I'm like, wait, how the fuck do I even have a Titan? Isn't this Pilot v Pilot?
Keep your weapon
But
on.
nah, it's just regular old attrition.
Impressive fighting. We're really winning this thing. Keep it up.
You stupid bitch.
Warning. Enemy pilot attacking. Warning. Multiple enemy pilots attacking. Friendly pilot attacking your target. Upgrading phase 2. Critical damage.
Wait,
Seek cover.
wait. Okay. What's up, gamer boy? It's going pretty good so far.
Powerful takedown of a
My
tone.
stream had
Detecting.
a hiccup before starting today, but seems like it's resolved itself, so everything's running A-okay.
They don't stand a chance. We're winning big time. Good moves, pilot.
Reinforcements on your six. Keep firing.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I didn't mean to hit Q. I meant to hit 1.
Impressive work, pilot.
Honestly,
They didn't
the
stand a
biggest problem
chance.
with laptops, it's not the like throttled processing power or whatever. It's not the small screen. It's not the trackpad. It's the keyboard. The keyboard is so small. I can't stand it. Especially on Titanfall and like Apex. It's hard to hit control and shift at the same time on a keyboard. Despite it being smaller, you'd think it'd be easier because the buttons are
Don't
smaller,
worry.
but it's
You're working
tougher
for the good
because
guys.
there's less distance. My pinky can't sit as comfortably because the control and shift key is not as far away as it usually
Okay,
is.
pilots. Let's get this job done.
I wonder if there's like, what do people who study ergonomics study? Probably medicine, huh? Maybe I should I should get a degree in, maybe I should get a job as like a keyboard ergonomics guy. I like decide what's good for your. I'm a hand doctor.
Can't stay here! Move! Move!
What's up, Temak?
Local sight! Target's in off!
And keyboard companies can consult me on what's ergonomic or not. Doing handiwork? Oh yeah.
I see the
Dude, there's so many jobs out there that are so like,
Reinforcements on your
I don't want to say stupid. They're not stupid, but like I would never think of them in a
You're
million
barely ahead
fucking
of us. We
years.
can do this.
And the example I always use is like, there's this guy who had an art degree, but he also had an engineering degree, right? And you're thinking, oh, he like got the engineering degree for a job, and then he got the college degree for fun, right? But his job is he makes hyper realistic implants for disabled people. And you're like, what the fuck? What are you, hold on, how did we get there? And he makes for people who are missing eyes or parts of their face or like their feet or whatever. I think it's mostly for facial implants, if I remember correctly. I mean, I saw this documentary or whatever it is years ago, right? But I vividly remember him. There's like this guy who's missing like his eye socket or something, or like a portion of his face that includes his eye socket. And the guy like crafts a portion of the face, and it's like it's custom work because he has to make your face. And you just, I mean, I'm sure that guy does it for the love of the game, but like I can also imagine that guy's making fucking bank. You could argue that that's more engineering than artwork, but I feel like half the appeal of a hyper-realistic facial implant is the fact that it's, it looks like your face. The art degree is kind of a pivotal part of that. It doesn't really work if it looks like if you look like a fucking Picasso painting. I need to switch servers. This shit's dead. I don't want to play Titan Brawl. Maybe I should play on an Australian server. It would be awkward if it looked bad. Well, it's not supposed. Well, it shouldn't look bad. It would. You're right. It would be awkward if it looked bad. That's why. I'm sure it. I'm sure if it does, he might remake it or something. No extra cost. Would hope at least. But prosthetics are getting like super advanced, but it's not as specific with like art stuff. Or like there's a lot of art degrees that if you pair them up with STEM degrees, like end up becoming really, really cool. One that comes to mind immediately is art restoration, but I think that might be more of a forensics thing. I don't think my university offers forensics. Actually, it might offer forensics or like criminology or something. Controlling. There's like, hold on. Now that I think about it, people like hate cops, right? But like, especially libs. But they also, I feel like they love true crime, and I feel like I feel like if I interviewed a lot of criminology students, they're like, libs. But you can't really be anything other than a cop if you get a criminology degree. Am I wrong? Like, you could make the argument that, like, oh no, you're like a forensic scientist, so you're just like at crime scenes figuring out what happened. It's like, that's called a cop. Like, that's what cops do. No? Man, I'm getting shit on by these Aussies.
finish the job.
Fuck it, I should have went in phase shift mode. I'm trolling. Just another typical example of the what's the word? Kuma City say
Target is in our sector. Stay sharp.
Hippocratic oath that all libs swear. They're going to do repair science instead of forensics. I don't know what repair science is. Is there really a degree called repair science? I feel like I mean, I don't know.
Taken out.
I don't even know. I don't even know how you get into the fucking art restoration industry. I'll be honest. I imagine it's forensics or some sort of like something like that. Maybe it's repair science. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff like Cal Poly. Oh, regular science, not repair science. My bad. No, there's no way it's just regular science. You can't just go to college and get a... If you go to college and get a general science degree, you're basically asking to become a teacher.
Coming tight up. Jack clear for friendly support. Call for backup.
You can't just go to college and be like, I'd like a science degree, please. Like, usually it has to be in something specific. What was I gonna say? Oh, Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo, offers a wine and vineyard degree for people who want to start wine businesses. And I believe Kadol was telling me how he had a friend who actually went to Cal Poly for that major. And I think he either ended up dropping it or he ended up leaving because all of the people who were in his Cal Poly, or all the people who were in his wine and vineyard class, were like part of wine dynasties. Like that all of their families already owned like vineyards and were already like established winemakers, and he was the only one like doing it fresh. And he like either couldn't handle it or whatever his deal was, so he ended up dropping out. Or at least dropping out of the major. I don't know if he dropped out of college. Hornball Khan, huh? Yeah, sure. These Aussies are fucking tough ass, I'll tell you what. Feel that cancer. Oh. I lost that guy with still with amped weapons. I would have been upset. I would have cried on stream. I'm fucking dead here. I'm stuck between a car. God fucking damn it. Oh, the game's about to end anyway. Not that me dying helped, but didn't exactly hurt too much. Epilogue. Oh fuck. Adapted to playing upside down. True. I don't, you know, I'm not a flat earther. Maybe some of you guys are, and you could help enlighten me. So I'm not a sheep. But wait, what? Oh, it's his thing. Supposedly, a lot of flat earthers don't believe in Australia, which doesn't make sense. I don't know why you can't. I don't know why believing in a flat Earth makes Australia not possible. But I imagine the logic is that since they're on the underside of the planet, they would fall off because there's no gravity. But the whole point is that it's flat, right? Wouldn't the regular, like if you look at a map, isn't that the top part and then the bottom part is whatever bullshit, right? Ugh. Angel City, please. Look at that ping. Supposedly, I don't remember who I was talking to, but someone was telling me they joined a Facebook group chat for flat earthers, and a lot of the people in there were just memeing. Like, a lot of the people didn't actually believe it. It was like 60% of the people were memeing, and like 40% of the people were like real about it. Which I feel like is still a good percentage. How can they be serious? I don't know. There's a lot of distrust with the government and stuff lately.
Pilots, let's get this job done.
I guess.
Keep it together. Stay in formation. Eye forward.
I always tell my mom always believes in a bunch of like fucking hokey pokey phony shit, and I clown on her a lot. But I always tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, I could convince you an apple is toxic. Like, because she always tells me about like what it's like, oh, because I mean I have like Soviet immigrant parents, so like like a lot of, I feel like foreign parents avoid like actual medicine, right? Which is a decent enough practice. It's not like a horrible, like avoiding constant use of like ibuprofen and shit like that is not like a terrible thing, right? What's up, Bjorn? But sometimes I remember my dad actually had appendicitis recently at the ripe old age of like 54. And his appendix ruptured for like a couple days, and he like didn't go to the hospital. He's like, I'm sure it'll be better tomorrow. And he like didn't go for a while, and he's like, man, it is not getting better. I might even go say as far as to say it's getting worse. So after like a couple of days, he finally went to the hospital, and the doctor was like, good thing you came in. You would have like died. So it's definitely, that shit is real. Some of them are like, or another example is one time I wanted to Kaiser Permanente. I was at Kaiser Permanente. Those are my, it's my health insurance and my hospital at the time. And they're like, hey, would you like to be part of medical trials? We'll give you money. And I'll be like, I'd love to be part of medical trials. My mom's like, no. And I'm like, what do you mean no? And I want to, like, you know, what if I like help save lives or some bullshit? And she's like, no, you're not going to be some human guinea pig for these people to test with their weird side effects and whatever. Even though human medical trials are like some of the safest things ever, because they have to go through like a shit ton of like there's a shit ton of steps that go into like medicine and drugs before they reach the human stage. So most of them are like fucking totally fine. There's nobody in the server either. Do I have to really leave and go to a fucking US server? Had appendicitis too, and it ruptured last year. I know a lot of people that's had appendicitis recently. I don't want to play Titan Brawl, but no one's playing anything else. These two servers are full. Play a little bit of Titan Brawl. But yeah, basically my parents hate medicine.
Friendly unit down.
Where the fuck?
Friendly unit down. Keep your weapon armed, pilot. There's a friendly Titan attacking your target.
Why am I full health?
Still catch up. Don't lose hope.
The last week that you're off is great. Yeah, I bet.
Good work taking out that Roman
Definitely,
pilot.
definitely not the response I usually think of when someone has like pretty. I guess it's not. It's not. I don't know. Maybe I'm like too set in my ways. I feel like surgeries aren't as scary as they used to be. You know. Back in my day, you used to have to be scared of getting surgery. They'd cut you open real good. Back in the good old days. Open heart surgery is not even that open anymore. I'll tell you what. It's fucked up. It happened like in a blink of an eye. I had a friend in middle school. She's like, yeah, I had like my appendix removed, and she had like a pretty gnarly scar. It was like a straight line. It was a good like, I want to say a good 2-3 inches, something like that, maybe even 5 inches. And then I had another friend like a couple years ago who also got appendix surgery, and you look at his scars, and it's like a couple of dots here and there. It's like, man, don't you want to look cool? Don't you want to look like Arrow from Arrow? You guys ever watch that garbage show?
Friendly unit down. Keep your weapon armed. Warning. Detecting major hull damage.
What the fuck? What happened to my friend?
By multiple Titans.
Did we both get baited? Did he die?
Outnumbered 2 to 1.
Okay. I barely got scars. That's what I'm saying. I guess, whatever, dude. You're not supposed to, like, cut into people all the time. Actually, I took an orthopedics and traumatology class while I was here. Actually, pretty interesting. How serious they take surgeries. Well, like, it's funny how serious they take some surgeries versus other surgeries. For, like, appendicitis, they take very seriously. Because your stomach is just like super fucking dirty and full of bacteria,
Pick up the pace.
which makes sense, right? It's full of shit, literally. Or at least your torso in general is full of like literal shit.
Rockets will be useful.
But like if you get a knee replacement, they're like not that worried about it. They're like, yeah,
Damage sustained.
you should hear how fucking nonchalant but incredibly intense knee surgery is. They like cut your knee open. They cut your knee open like a set amount. And then instead of cutting it all the way, what they do is they just bend your knee so that a bunch of your like skin, quote unquote, tears. I mean, obviously it'll tear among the line that they already cut. But, and it doesn't fucking matter, right? Because they're replacing it anyway, so it doesn't matter how much damage it gets. So they just cut your knee open, and then they basically break it open like a chicken wing almost. Like a full chicken wing, not like a drum or a flat, but like a proper, like a chicken wing off a chicken. Pretty cool stuff.
Our position is compromised. Multiple Titans.
Keep pushing, pilot.
Oh, I should not be in your face. You were a scorch. I'm fucking dead. Oh, all my Titanfall knowledge goes out the fucking window in Titanfall Brawl. Or in Titan Brawl, sorry. Or like here's another visceral example. They cut a hole into your knee, right? And then they bend your knee until your knee kind of pops out like a zit. You know what I'm saying? Where like they're bending it, and then eventually your knee just like kind of comes, like obviously your skin tears some as well, but then your knee just kind of pops out.
Hull is taking excessive damage.
And then that's when they stop bending your knee.
Friendly Titan
You know what I'm talking about, when you're like popping a zit or a pimple and like you're kind of pushing and nothing's happening, and then you pass that initial barrier and it all just kind of pops out.
Advise taking cover.
We're not ahead
God,
by
I
much.
fucking suck at Titan Brawl so bad. Like an action figure. Yeah, like an action figure. Look at this, 2 and 5. I'm getting carried. We got his ass. It only took 4 of us, but
Enemy Titan down. Friendly Titan attacking your target.
this is not a great position to be at.
Pilot disengaged.
That tone didn't stand a chance.
Critical damage. Advise cover.
I feel like Monarch's not that good in Titan Brawl.
Your target. Pilot multiple
Kind of makes sense for him to be not that good. Cause he like doesn't have an ulti.
They're barely ahead of us. We can do this.
Oh fuck. There's nowhere to go.
Star out.
And of course I get fucking tethered.
Warning. Reactor exposed. Protective casing compromised.
God damn it. Wait, there's a guy that spawned right next to me. Are you shitting me? I missed.
Friendly Titan attacking your target. Outnumbered 2-1. Uphold the mission.
Still catch up. Don't lose hope. Way to take that scorch out.
Friendly unit down. Keep your weapon armed, pilot. Pilot, we are outnumbered by hostile Titans.
What do you mean outnumbered? Didn't I have a friend right next to me?
Friendly Titan attacking
Oh,
your
I got it.
Enemy Titan down.
Ion down. Ronin down.
Warning. Major damage sustained.
Keep pushing, pilot. We're barely ahead.
Friendly Titan attacking your target. Critical damage.
Oh, that's an ion. Oh, I'm trolling. I thought that was a scorch. I want to use the energy thief and Titan Brawl for healing. That's what I've been doing. What do you think I've been using it for? You think I've been using it to fucking kill pilots? It also doesn't heal. It regens shield, I think, right? Unless it actually has lifesteal, in which case I've been trolling. But I've been under the impression that it just shields, which isn't really healing. Yeah, I got some shield, unless it heals me, but I don't think it does. No, the perk. Oh. Oh, I don't care about Titan Brawl that much.
Friendly Titan attacking your
I don't care enough to get a fucking perk.
They are engaging multiple Titans. Rockets will be used.
We're not ahead by much. Let's pick up the pace.
Hold on, let me. Oh, that is what I want. Let me alt tab real quick. Yeah, I got a text message, so I want to deal with this before I forget. Oh, North Star crashed anyway. Perfect. Okay.